double bloody decker. Okay, so today I want to talk about a couple things about Leon Loco and the channel and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of some procedural stuff that some people have asked me about, so I figured I'd just do a video on it. It was an excuse to take the duck out, so what the hell. So, one comment I get from a bunch of people is, why no YouTube comments? Why can't I comment on YouTube? The reason for that, well, there's a couple reasons for that. Oh god, that sounds good. Sorry. A couple of reasons for that. One is, I'm trying to centralize all of the comments for my videos over at my website, which is leonloco.com. I built that website specifically to offer a really minimalist, nice experience to watch the videos as well as comment on them. That's where you can watch all the videos, not only on YouTube, but also on Vimeo, and also on my local high-quality cache. And I want, you know, one thing that really annoys me about YouTube is all the ads and all the clutter and all the bullshit that everyone just more or less blocks or ignores. So with the leonloco.com site, I went for a really minimalist, clean, you know, no-nonsense environment. With you in mind, with the viewer in mind, because I know it annoys the crap out of me when I have to sit through 3,000 different ads and a bunch of crappy, horrible formatting and nonsense. So I wanted to centralize things in a way that would let me control that more than I can on any of the video hosting sites. Another is, I work pretty ridiculous hours. Sometimes I will work more than 20 hours a day. So it's in many ways difficult even to get out to make a decent number of videos, much less having to deal with moderating comments across what would be 3 different sites, YouTube, Vimeo, and Leon Loco. So in an effort to save time and make my workflow a little bit easier, I said, you know what, let's just not do it on YouTube, even though that's going to cost me, you know, some discussion and maybe some subs, whatever. I just want it to be in one spot where I can deal with it in a sane amount of time without it sucking up, you know, my entire frickin' day. So that's another reason. And finally, another reason is my experience with before I started actually producing content. There's a really not very nice signal to noise ratio, in particular on YouTube, where you get a lot of people who are just, you know, just stirring the pot, just posting, you know, nonsense and crap I couldn't be crap I couldn't be bothered to deal with. And YouTube, yeah, they'll let you delete comments, but I, again, do not have time to go through, you know, however many comments and cherry pick it and you know, have people starting flame wars and crap. I just couldn't be bothered. I think it detracts from the video, it detracts from motovloggers in general. So, you know, there's 2 ways you can look at it. One, that it detracts, and one that even though there's stupid people, it's a nice thing to have. And I'm just coming down on the side of, screw it, I'll just do it at one site where I have editorial control over it, and where it's, you know, managed exclusively by me, and, you know, just makes it manageable and I think nicer to deal with. Yeah, it takes you 2 seconds to sign up for an account on Leon Loco, but hey, if you want to comment that badly, just go do it. You know, sign up for the thing. It costs nothing. I will not spam you ever. Your email is only so you can reset your password and so I know you're not a robot. God, they just put the friggin' crack sealer down, motherfucker. Okay, I might be rushing things a little bit. So anyway, head on over to leonloco.com if you want to comment. I love to hear from you. You know, if you have any comments, good or bad. There's also a rating system there. It's slightly different than YouTube. It's thumbs up or fingers up, depending on whether you like it or not. But you can also rate on YouTube, so I left that on. It's just the comments that I didn't really want to deal with. They're also not available on Vimeo for the same reason. You know, Vimeo is doesn't really have the community feel kind of deal that YouTube does. It's more for, you know, professionals and film industry geeks, just because the quality is quite a lot higher. The flip side is you got to pay for it. So at least if you want to upload more than a tiny amount of content. But anyway, if you want to comment, go sign up for leonloco.com. We're also going to be doing some giveaways and stuff and some free shit, which you can only get if you sign up for an account. So it's not just for comments. So yeah, if you want to tell me what kind of an idiot I am, or tell me you like a video, or ask me a question about a bike or what have you, leonloco.com, check it out. So that's why no comments on YouTube or Vimeo. Another thing I've been getting asked is, why don't you have a Facebook page? And I'll get to that as soon as these morons go away. Oh, another cop. Goody goody. Yeah, you go ahead and look at me, Chief. I see you too. In fact, that's probably going to be the title of this video. Yeah, she was digging the duck, let me tell you. Ow! And who can blame her? Anyway, Facebook. Why do I not have a Facebook page, and why do I not use Facebook? Oh, fine. Be too cool to wave, Chief. Sitting there and look how fucking spread my legs can get mowed, and you're just too cool to wave for me. Well, fuck you, Chief. Anywho, Facebook. Do not have, do not want. A couple of reasons for that. One is, again, the same reason I don't have YouTube comments. I don't have time for it. You know, I work like a motherfucker. And, you know, spending an hour, you know, dealing with comments and posting content so to keep it, you know, worth doing, I just don't see the point. So I don't. Another is, I don't like Facebook as a company and a platform. I think the interface and the platform for, you know, look at me stuff, I don't need it. I don't really want it. I don't see that Facebook does anything I care about, really. And if you are on Facebook and you like Facebook, hey, that's fine. You know, different strokes for different folks. But for me, I couldn't be bothered to deal with it. And as a company, I really dislike Facebook with the white-hot passion of 1,000 suns. And that's due mostly to their business practices. You know, they do some really shady shit with subscriber data. You know, that's one of the ways, aside from ads, it's one of the ways they make their money is by selling demographic info and tracking shit. And I don't really feel the need to be involved in that, you know. Facebook ain't doing nothing for me, so why the fuck should I do something for Facebook? Plus, Zuckerberg's just a fucking idiot, frankly. I don't like that man at all. I think he's a complete hypocrite and a pretty substantial douchebag. So, yeah, no interest. Do not want. Again, I fortunately have a background that enables me to make something like leonloco.com myself and host it myself. So, I'd rather do something like that than piss around on Facebook. I do use Twitter, however, and not to give Twitter a pass, they do some of the same crap that Facebook does, and hence I don't really like Twitter that much. But they will let you be somewhat anonymous, which I like because I don't want, you know, for various business reasons, I'm keeping my identity anonymous, and Facebook makes that difficult. Twitter generally does not, for better or worse, so I use Twitter. I don't use it a lot, pretty much just to tell you, you know, if I posted an interesting video or you know, fucking around doing something or other. And that's pretty much it. And if I do like, you know, a meetup or one of the motovlogger meets or something, you know, I'll announce it there. So Twitter, I'm Roar at Things if you want to follow me. If I don't follow you back, don't get all pissed off. It's either the fact that I haven't noticed you followed me yet, because again, I log on to Twitter like maybe once a week. Or you're the kind of person who posts like 8 million different things on their Twitter stream every second, and I can't deal with the spam. So, and I think it's kind of pointless just to, you know, follow someone and then immediately mute them. I mean, what the hell? It's like, hey, I really like you except for everything you say. So yeah, if I don't follow you, you know, don't get all ass hurt. Probably if I will. If you're saying something interesting, you know, if you're a motovlogger, if it's, you know, relevant to my interest, shall we say. Or if you're posting pictures of naked girls, I'm a big fan of those. So, yeah, Twitter, Roar at Things. I'm also on Instagram at, fuck if I know, some stupid username related to lions. Here it is. And this will probably be the first post, the first day I'm out actually posting crap on Instagram, so I just signed up for that now. I initially wasn't going to, for kind of the same reason as, you know, I don't have a beef with Instagram. I just didn't really see the point when I can just post pictures on Twitter. Asshole. So yeah, that's pretty much all the Leon Loco social media. Why I use what I use. And again, oh yeah, another thing I want to talk about, on the same page as Facebook and whatnot, one of the primary reasons I set up LeonLoco.com is so I can pretty much control the content to some degree. You know, Facebook and YouTube to a lesser degree, and Twitter very recently have a really kind of shitty track record about just disappearing things that they find, you know, in violation of their entirely vague terms and conditions. And you know what, I say stuff that's controversial sometimes. I swear a lot. I do things that are quasi-legal on motorcycles, so who knows, they might disappear me at some fucking point. And if that happens, you know, I want to have a backup repository of all my shit so it just doesn't go down the memory hole. And plus, if everyone knows where to find me, you know, they're not really gonna have a problem if either, you know, my YouTube goes away or whatever the hell else. Fuck that guy. So that's why I'm on Vimeo too. You know, Vimeo is usually much more even-handed about taking stuff down, and they generally don't give a shit about content. So I'm pretty confident that's always gonna be there. But if not, there is the live backup on LeoLoco.com, which works both with a high-def version for browsers on your computer, and also WebM for mobile devices. So if you're sitting on a train or in your car and you got nothing better to do, because God knows no one actually drives their car anymore, you can watch Leon Loco videos in 20,000 watts of Dolby sound. A little reference there. If anyone gets that reference, I would love to have you send me an email or shoot me a comment on Leon Loco, and I'll send you something cool, because you're a cool person if you get that reference. Oh God, what a beautiful day. And a ambulance is coming by, and idiots are slowing down for it even though it's not in this fucking lane. Don't do that! You get out of the way of ambulances that are behind you. You know, if you're blocking them, that's when you get the fuck out of the way. If they're just going by in an opposing direction, keep fucking going, you moron! Fuck! How stupid are you? Woo! Hey, you like my channel? Well, hit the subscribe button and I'll do more silly videos like this one.